All right, guys, Joe Rosen, Beltran. I am excited to come to you today because we've got Al here, and I tell you what, he is a phenomenal real estate agent. But more than a real estate agent, he's a phenomenal guy, man. And I get to hang out with him every day. Al, I appreciate you being here, my man. How you doing?
Doing awesome, brother. Awesome, man. It's been a great year.
So let's start off. I want to congratulate you. You had a really awesome day yesterday. Tell us about it.
Yeah, man. It was my largest contract to date. Almost $1 million, $980,000 contract, man. Got accepted. I was just at the inspection today. Huge shout out DBJ on 1 day's notice. Put me in. You know, we had a short inspection period, so they said, "Man, we got you. Tell me the time," and they made it happen. So yeah, man. I'm super stoked. You know, it's
amazing.
Yeah, man. You know, when I first started, I said, "Man, these are the kinds of deals I want to be doing." Man, you know.
Yeah. And that person, isn't it fun to see? Like, I know we all want to sell in commissions and closings. That's all fun. But when you look in that person's face and you see that you helped create that, isn't that awesome?
I mean, that's everything. That was one of the things that drew me to real estate.
Yeah.
You know, like I love to be a part of people's joy, you know, and I've said it before, and it's that feeling, that look in their eyes, that, you know what I mean? I know their heart's pumping. And if I could be a part of that, man, that's what I live for. So, you know, getting into real estate, I mean, it was just, that's what I'm here for, you know?
Yeah. I remember my first job ever. I was 15 years old, 16, 15. I worked at McDonald's. There was no glimmer in anybody's eye when I handed them a Big Mac, man. They could have cared less. Hurry up. That's all I got. So it's completely different, man, to actually have an impact like that. On people's lives, it's incredible. So congratulations, man. That's pretty exciting.
Thank you.
The rewards all your efforts. Yeah, absolutely. So looking at, I mean, if you look at the thumbnail of this video, it says you've got a 720% increase year over year. And I was talking with you when I did that math for you, that only assumed your sales plus whatever you've got pending right now. It does not assume that you're selling anything more in 2021. So you'll likely be more around, well, you said it, 1,000%. Yeah, man, that's amazing. That's amazing. So what do you think? Well, let's back it up. I wanted to ask you, what do you think has led to that? Before we even talk about what's led to that, what is it that made you want to come to EXP? What is it that drew you over?
Well, I wasn't looking to leave. You know, it was, first of all, Joe, I was watching videos of you with Ricky before I even got my license. Yeah. So that's pretty cool already. And somehow we linked up. I don't know if we were Facebook friends or something, but you know, even then I was like, hey, it's just going to be cool to meet this guy. That wasn't my reason for going over. But when you lay down the plan for long-term wealth, you know, my family is the most important thing in my life. And it was a hard move to make because I love my last broker. I mean, she's amazing. She's still my friend.
She is.
You know, looking at my life as a whole and looking at what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, and it's going to, you know, being with EXP gets me one step closer. And this is just with the system, just with the revenue share, and with equity in the company. Just those two things.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a no-brainer. I mean, every time you sell something, you know, you're investing in your future. Not only are you getting that money, you know, you're investing in your future. And then now, as I grow, the more people I can share this with, you know, once again, that just goes into long-term wealth, you know, and then sharing the joy, being a part of other people's success. So those things, that was the initial. That was enough. Now coming over, then all the bonuses hit, you know, like having the team and having the people around me and having all of the mentors and having Alex and you and Dean and Carlos and, you know, then Grant Cardone got involved and then you guys do stuff with Tony Robbins. I mean, you know, so all those were bonus. You know, all those are the reasons why I'm at 720% of what I did last year, you know, but the initial, I mean, is the system itself. You can't beat it. You know, it's hard to explain. That's, you know, I'll lean on you to really explain the details on how it works. I just know it works. I'm a big picture guy. I said, I love the way it sounds. That's what I want for my family.
Well, as a friend, man, I'm just proud of you. It's awesome to see everything that you're doing. And we were talking about, was it yesterday, the day before, all the goals that you had and where you were at with your goals. And you're just like every month, you're getting better and better. You're doing more and more. You've got better and better relationships. And speaking about better relationships, you're doing a lot in Fort Pierce. I feel like every time I pull up Facebook, man, it's Beltran. He's either throwing some monster party connecting everybody up in Fort Pierce, or he's got some $36 million deal he's trying to help somebody work on, or he's trying to help build some organization, something crazy, man. Tell us about all the things you're doing up in Fort Pierce. Forget real estate. What are you doing up there to create a community?
Well, these are all things I was involved with before, real estate even came about, but it just kind of all works so perfectly together. Right now, I started the Second Sundays. That's right in Lincoln Park, a beautiful part of Fort Pierce. That it's got a little bit of a bad rap, but I'm there to showcase how amazing it is.
I love
showcasing the people that live there, the art that comes from there, the music that comes from there, the businesses that are coming up in that neighborhood. So we do that once a month, and once again, that's going to help uplift the community there. And I work with all tons of local organizations. Anytime they have something coming up that I could be of value with, So going back to why I got into real estate is bringing people joy. That's where sorry about that, man. My phone knocked me out for a second.
Oh, it meant another $1 million sale.
my craving for that, started with doing events and getting people together. And in life, you need that little bit of reprieve. You need that little bit of, just like disconnect from everything and those, warm feelings in the heart. You can't get that. You can't, you know what I mean? That's just not something that just happens. I like to be able to be a part of that. So it all kind of comes in. So anytime somebody's throwing an event, if I can find them a band, if I can help them organize it, if I can help them promote it, if I can do, help them do a poster, man, I'm all in, because it's a part of helping people, their heart, their soul, the community. It's just what I live for, man.
You do such a good job with it too, man. You are the poster boy for Fort Pierce. It's fun watching what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the audience. Who's going to be watching this? Why would they be intrigued by this video? And really, we've all been, whether it's in real estate, something else, whatever, we've all been in a position where we're either maybe average or below average. We're not getting the results we want. And so sharing your successes with other people, not just bragging about, hey, I'm doing 700% more in sales than last year, but actually giving people the how, the blueprint, some of the details. That's what helps people get to the next level themselves. So we talked about what inspired you to come over, but now that you're over, what is the actual day-to-day stuff, the details that you're doing that's getting you there?
Man, so one of the reasons I got involved with the team was, to be around other people that are doing it on a daily basis. But not only that, is having a leader that is, has the proven track record. And not only that I can relate with on a motivational sense, on a discipline sense. I feel like I'm about maybe 8% of where I need to be. But every day, you know what I mean? Talking to you and being around the team, the morning role playing with Alex, all these little things of being around, that's just pushing you every day that little bit more. Kind of makes you want to hold yourself accountable, because there's so many other people that are there next to you trying and doing. And it's almost like, hey, I'm going to let them down. But then you build habits around it. Yeah. Then it just starts to become second nature. So it's culture. It's being around it.
Culture. It's magical.
And having so many different people to teach me.
Yeah.
Everybody learns a little different.
Yep.
Everybody relates with a different personality. Yep. Everybody relates with a different way of teaching. For me, having so many different avenues, so many different people I can call, so many people that are like in a mentorship role, that's huge. I think it's you can't put a price on that. You could have one great person, but if if it just you're not listening, if you can't relate, and that's all you have, you're limited.
Yeah.
But really having the team, it's huge.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you said that, man. And guys, I promise I'm not paying them to say that. I appreciate it, but likewise, let me compliment you guys, not just you, but the rest of the team. Every day when I wake up, I've got a reason I need to kick butt. There can't be a day off for me. If I take a day off, you guys are all uninspired. Like, I need to inspire you. Let's go. Let's get fired up. Where's your why? Where are your goals? How are you accomplishing them? Aren't you accomplishing them? Let me call you. Let me text you. Let's do a huddle. Let's do something. But let's get going, baby. Yeah. So I get it. I appreciate that you said all those wonderful things about me. But in all honesty, you guys give me way more than I'll be able to give you. You guys keep me going. You give me the reason. You are my why. You're a big part of my why, man. I feel so dedicated to you. And without having you guys, I guarantee I wouldn't be pushing as hard as I am. So, whatever compliments you're giving me, I tell you what, I'm giving you double the compliments back. You guys do a phenomenal job. And when you said you're only doing 8% of what you can do, Al, I know you're way up this year, but I agree with you, man. I think you can do way more too. It's going to be amazing what you're able to do. So, you talked a little bit about the team. Some people are going to be attracted to that. Some people aren't going to be attracted to that. If you're not on a team, what can you tell people about maybe some of the systems that we utilize, or the motivational tools, or the tracking, or the CRM, or whatever it is that you think anybody, whether on a team or not, could benefit from?
Yeah, well, you really named some of the main things. Tracking is huge, not only because you can go back and look at see what's working. I think that's a big part of it, but also knowing that you're tracking. It's like saying, hey, at the end of the day, I got to put this down somewhere.
Yes. So it better be something impressive.
Yeah. So that's huge. The CRM is another one. And these, like, when I say I feel like I'm at 8%, I'm still just scratching the surface on these things. And the little bit that I do, the little bit that I've been able to master on it is already night and day difference. For me, like, discipline, accountability, I've never really had an issue with that in life. But, being, as I've grown, I've done so many different things, and I've needed more and more discipline. Yeah. And so I hit a point to where I was disciplined, but now there's so much. So the team is huge for that. For me, the accountability, but also, like you say, the tracking, the CRM, those two things right there, I mean, are like the cornerstone. That tells you who you're talking to, who you talk to. What did they say the last time you talked to them? Your brain can only hold so much, So those two things are really the cornerstone, and even more than that, Joe, like, for me, a mentor, having that person, I mean, it's priceless. And that's just, for me, the way my mind works, the way I am in this particular business.
Yeah.
I need that, man. I need somebody asking, hey, did you do this? Did you do this? Is this done? Some people may not be able to handle that.
Yep.
But I don't, usually if you can't handle it, it's like you got something going on in your head, because everybody needs a push. Yep. So that's for me one of the biggest things, is having a mentor, having somebody there to call, to give me a nugget every single day, something to work on.
Yeah.
But those three main things, man.
So, and I'll tell you too, I've got a mentor as well. I've got a mentor. My mentor has got a mentor. There's really isn't a person on the planet who, in my opinion, shouldn't have a mentor. And, looking at the 87% failure rate within our industry over any 5-year span, why do you think so many people, I would guess 87% of people in real estate, either don't have a mentor, or if they do have a mentor, they don't consistently meet with them. They don't have a specific agenda. They don't have something that they talk about consistently every time to hold themselves accountable. Maybe at a minimum, it's just BSing and talking about, some make-believe goals you don't really follow up with. Why do you think psychologically these people aren't committing to the thing that is going to help them be successful?
Because it's hard, man. Like, the best things in life are hard. It could be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Have somebody like, hey, you think, hey, I'm going to work for myself. I'm my own boss. Most people don't have the discipline and the accountability within themselves. So to have somebody else, I mean, it's a tough thing. You got to swallow your pride, put that ego aside, which are two very, very difficult things for people to do, especially people that are working for themselves.
Yeah.
So, I'm learning the more uncomfortable I make myself feel, better things come from it.
It's true.
When I was young, I was the shyest person.
Get out of here.
Meet.
Are you serious?
Yes. In middle school, kids didn't even think I could talk. Like, kids would ask me, they would say, "Hey man, like, do you talk?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Like, I was I wouldn't order anything from the restaurant. I was scared to pay for stuff.
This is so surprising.
I know. But, as I grew, then, I jumped into working at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. But
that'll get you out of your shell.
It felt weird. You know what I mean? I was like, but something inside of me said, I have to do this. I can't be like this my whole life. And then, man, everybody was like, "Man, you're so good at this." Boom, boom. Ended up becoming a manager, ended up running restaurants, bars, winning competitions. So, I remember that. And I always go back to that in life. Sometimes when I'm feeling like I'm hitting a wall or something, remember how shy you were and how uncomfortable and hard it was.
Yeah.
To get in front of people and talk to them.
Yes.
But once you did, I mean, there's a whole other world on the other side of it.
Yeah.
And I still, I'm at a point in my life, in my career now, that I'm kind of revisiting that. Sometimes 40 times in a day. When I got to make a call on a call that might not be the call I want to make.
Yep.
You know what? Remember that? You got to do it. How bad could it be? They're not going to stick a knife through the phone at your ear. That would be bad.
Yeah. They're not going to do that. Yeah, it's not that
Something happens to a deal. Hey, it would be bad. Get another deal. So, yeah, it's that uncomfortable feeling. So many people can't get past, and that's probably why a lot of people fail. There's a lot of uncomfortable feelings in this business.
Yeah.
But I've learned from you, and a lot of the mentors, everybody I've been around that's very successful in it. I mean, they just bull right through it.
Yep.
Man, you're uncomfortable, just do it. Get it out of the way.
Do it, baby. Yeah.
So that now we look forward to our meetings. Now we look forward to it because I know it's going to hurt. I know I need to be better, but bring it.
That's good, man. That's a good, honest. So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we have what's called a fire meeting every single month. It's roughly every 30 days, and it's meant to put a fire in your belly. Let's go, right? And really, on any other team, they'd probably call it an accountability meeting or a goals review or something cheesy like that, but we're going to call it a fire meeting. But it is interesting, and it doesn't matter how good you are. I do the same thing with my mentor, and I'll tell you, every single time there are goals I fall short on. It doesn't matter, because as soon as you reach those goals, you're going to make bigger goals and bigger goals and bigger. And those goals, if you're doing it right, in my opinion, if you're doing it right, your goals are going to be just out of what you believe is truly in your reach, right? And as soon as you reach those goals, you're going to make another goal that's like, man, I don't know if I can reach that. That's the goal you want. Believable enough so you're going to go after it. But, man, big enough so when you reach it, you want to pop a bottle of champagne. It's impressive. Yeah. And you had touched on, too, it's so challenging in this business because there's so much negativity. There are a lot of really negatively emotional conversations that have to be had. Yeah, people losing the houses of their deal, of their life. People losing their homes maybe 3 days before closing. I've seen that. I'm trying to think of all the worst things I've ever seen. Love the house, and all of a sudden you see there's mold in the roof, right? Or just a million different things that could happen. And I've really sold myself on the fact, and I try to push this with you guys too. Any average agent is going to seek out the easy conversations, the easy transactions. And it really doesn't make you special or valuable if that's all you're doing. When you see huge hurdles, huge emotions, big challenges, lots of stress, and you can deal with that, the more stress you can deal with as a professional, professionally, logically, not emotionally, the more valuable you are. And there's nothing more fun, more rewarding, more inspiring than to help somebody through an incredibly stressful situation. I've had so many people cuss me out. And I know they're not cussing me out. I know they're stressed out. They don't know what else to do. So they take it out on the guy in front of them. And I've just gotten to the point where I don't take any of it personally, even if it's a good friend, which sometimes it is. I just let it roll right off my back. And it's funny how often a day or two later, if you get them through it, which you almost always do, they call you back and say, Joe, I'm sorry. I didn't mean any of that. I was stressed out. That wasn't the right answer. And they get back in the game. But I'm telling you, man, it's a challenging business.
Yeah.
And to see you do what you've done in such a short amount of time. And, you know, my whole mantra, man, is forget about the money, forget about the closings, help people, add value, do something nobody else does, go above and beyond. And you are absolutely the epitome of all that, man. You are just a relationship builder. You've got a huge heart, a huge smile. You're big on helping your community. And it's really impressive, man. So it is one of the great honors of my career working with you. I really appreciate you just being a part of our organization. And I continue to be inspired by everything you do, my man.
Hey, man, thank you so much, man. I was going to say I help people move, but I don't want to promote that.
I like that.
No, thanks, man. It's like I say, man, it's the first time I met you, man, it was like I'm speaking to a star and somebody that I look up to so much. And now we're side by side. So, I mean, thank you for allowing me in all of this and being a part of it, man.
It's my pleasure, man. Any final words of wisdom for an agent out there who's struggling, who's seeing the success that you're having and is saying, man, I'd love to steal a little bit of that and implement it into my business?
Man, give me a call. You know, there's so much, but just get comfortable being uncomfortable. You know, I'm still learning it, but every time I implement it, it's a plus. Anytime it's something that I really don't feel like I want to do, when I do it, there's always something amazing on the other side. So right now, I mean, that's sitting on the front of my brain because I'm living it. You know, I'm living it right now.
I love that. That's a great one. I'll tell you guys, you know, he said call him anytime. You can call him. I guarantee he'll help you.
Yeah.
You call me, I'll help you. Whatever you need. I look at it like one big community. And I'll tell you 3 things we offer. It doesn't matter what brokerage you're with. Are you on a team? Aren't you on a team? It doesn't matter. We've got a 6 a.m. accountability text. If you want to be a part of it, we're going to hold you accountable. It's going to be uncomfortable, but we text every Monday through Friday in there, and you just brag about your day. And I say, man, you want us to pump you up? Go have a great day yesterday so you can post it today. And we will love you up in that text. It feels so good. It makes you want to have another great day, right? So you want to be a part of that, you let me know. We'll throw you in that. If you want to be a part of our Tuesday and Thursday trainings, it's every Tuesday and Thursday through Zoom. It's live. It's me. You can have whatever topic you want. If you bring up a topic, we got a whole training calendar. But if you bring up something you want right now, we'll make it happen. No problem at all. And we also have role playing every Monday through Friday. It's 8 to 9 o'clock a.m. We got another Zoom link for that. We usually have, 5, 10, 15 people in that group. It's a great group of professionals, all open to critique because they want to improve more than they want to look good. They want to be good. So, yeah, any of you guys who want to improve, let Al and I know, and we'll get you those links and we'll get you in there so you can get on your way too. Al, it was an absolute pleasure, man. I appreciate you doing this.
Hey, thank you so much, Joe. It was a lot of fun. Always is.
All right, bud. Have a fantastic night.
All right. Later, guys.
Take care.